Good morning and happy Friday. Thank you so much for joining me today. I got the Back to the Future 2 Marty McFly hat. Look at that. Look at that sheen on that. I'm loving that. And I'm loving you too. Thank you so much for joining me today. Really excited about our chat. And we're going to have some fun. We're going to do some giveaways. We're going to do some prizes. We're going to play some games and tell some stories, answer some questions. And first of all, I always love to start with this part of the wheel. Gratitude, baby. As we are doing the intro here, let me know what you're grateful for. Right now, I just want to say I'm very grateful for fall weather. Fall weather is coming finally here to Southern California, and I'm really excited about that because it's been really hot for the longest time, and I've just been waiting for cooler weather, especially because I love sweater weather. I love wearing sweaters. I love the holiday season. I love putting the fireplace on. I also love the idea, this time being my first year really getting into the garden, doing a winter and early spring crop, a lot of lettuces and things like that, which I tried in the summer and they absolutely just were not working out because it just got so hot. So anyway, really excited about that. Very grateful for all of you. Thank you so much. Love the hat. Says, thank you so much. It was also cover up for a terrible hair morning, which I was having. But anyway, we're here to have some fun. Happy Friday. Welcome to the income stream, baby.
This is the income stream to help you achieve your dream, all while we keep it clean. This is the income stream. It's the kind of show where you can come and go, but then you leave inspired with no fee required. The income stream with Pat Flynn.
Now we have a new secret word, and I shared it in all the right places this week. For those of you who are in the chat, you know what that super secret word is, or if you're in the community. And so I don't owe you any sort of watch your mouth today. That's sort of my punishment if I forget to do the secret word, but I did do it this week, and I'm very thankful for that because last week I think we did two or three rounds of watch your mouth, and that's always a little embarrassing. Still a little fun, but of course I enjoy playing some other games with you, including what I was just sharing, Brand Standing, hashtag not sponsored. This game is a fun game that we'll play, and even if we don't hit it on the wheel, oh fun today, we're still going to play it. But very grateful that you're here. And I don't owe you a watch your mouth. I don't owe you a watch your mouth this week. Pat says, I saw your Instagram reel today. Hashtag bro. Yeah, Manos made a special appearance. If you haven't seen it yet, I had a lot of fun putting that together, working on my Final Cut Pro skills, getting a little Pat versus Pat poker action going in. And it's so fun. Michael says, what is for Game Day, says Beth. Great to see you here, Beth. Thank you. We got Jeffrey. Welcome in. Jeffrey says, with everything that was 2020, I'm grateful that we still have hope. Indeed, that is something definitely to be grateful for sure. Nice cab, Pat. Nice cab, Bat. Nice cap, Pat, perhaps. Doesn't Pat owe us a watch your mouth? No, I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Anyway, thank you for sharing what you're grateful for. This is a great way to start the weekend. We had a great week. We had a special guest on yesterday, Chris Ducker. If you haven't caught that, I know a lot of you who are here who did see that absolutely loved the conversation between Chris and I about personal branding and some things that you can do no matter what part of your business career you're at to stand out, to bring more of yourself, to put your best foot forward, and even to monetize using your personal brand and yourself. And as Chris said, nobody's like you. You are 100% original. Let's use that to your advantage. This way you can compete against competitors, you can make a deeper connection with your audience, all those great things, and I hope that you take that conversation to heart. We also spoke earlier in the week about so many other different topics, so if you missed any of the episodes, they're of course there for you here on YouTube. But for right now, we're going to play some games and do some giveaways. The way giveaways work is that, and in fact, what we're going to do is I'm going to give away two. We've given away mystery prizes before. Some of you have already started to receive them after winning those, which is pretty cool. We've given away a lot of books in the past. One thing that I'm really excited about is that starting likely in 2021 or even before, we're going to have some income stream / Pat Flynn specific swag. So I'm not going to reveal exactly what kind of swag that is, but it's not going to be like an entire store where you can select, from hundreds of different of items. We don't want to do it that way. We want to do limited runs of certain items and take pre-orders for them. And our giveaway today, there's two prizes. It's going to be two copies, two items, if you will, for our very first piece of swag, which is, again, going to come out a little bit later. But I wanted to get some people in on early, get you excited about that, announce that, Jess and I are working together to create something really cool, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to have some Pat Flynn / Income Stream swag at some point, and the winners today will be the first 2 to receive those things. We haven't manufactured or created these things yet, but you'll be the first in line for sure. So that's what we're going to do, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So really stoked on that. And the way the giveaways work is that there are some giveaway slots here on the wheel. We're also going to play some games, and some special shout-outs will also be able to get on this wheel. And this is the Wheel of Names. This is where we put a bunch of people who are entered here. And then at the end, we'll spin the wheel, and we'll draw those names at random. So y'all ready to have some fun? Chat, let me know. We're about to spin the wheel. Not that wheel, this wheel. And let's get into it. Here we go. All right, where are we going to land? Where are we going to land? Question. All right, cool. I like starting with questions. So, chat, if you have any questions about anything except my phone number, address, credit card number, social number, those questions are offline. But any other question, I'm totally down to answer. It could be personal, it could be business, it could be about you, it could be about anything else. And I'll do my best to answer it. And I'm going to try to rapid fire answer maybe 4 to 5 in 5 minutes. We're going to go really, really quickly here. So, Consulta Blanca says, I will send you the merch concepts I've done so far today, and I will finish working on the others this weekend as well. Cool. Awesome. So let me know, chat. What are you feeling in terms of questions? Adil says, let's go. I love the energy in the room right now. Speaking of energy, I've been loving the energy just in general here in the chat. Chris came to me yesterday and he's like, yo, I really love the conversation that the chat was having with each other yesterday. Mindy, who was here last week, who's on my team, she's not able to join us today, but she said, I love the commenters who are here at the income stream, and I absolutely love that. So James says, Pat, are you still running? I'm not, unfortunately, running right now. I'm doing a little bit of rowing because it's in the house. It's just, easier. I can just kind of, I don't have to put on a bunch of gear or anything like that, and it was quite hot. So I think in the fall, unfortunately, it's a little bit dark now because of the time change, but I do want to get back to running. I love running, and it's really fun, and it's a great way to get some exercise, of course. It's just my knees, my old man knees, are a little bit, starting to get weaker, which is, I think, all the more reason to start running so that I can get them up and running again, if that makes sense. The Wheel of Destiny, says Scott. Grandma Goody says, is it a good idea to use a blog structure to allow two-way conversation and comments blocked by YouTube for Kids videos? It's built into my website. So for those of you who don't know, Grandma Goody YouTube channel here, she teaches stories and Bible stories and really connects with kids. But unfortunately, because it's a kid-specific channel, there's some challenges related to growth here on YouTube. So the question is, might I be able to, on my own website, have a conversation with people and kids potentially on my website versus on YouTube, which is restrictive of those kinds of situations? Definitely it is possible. However, you still need to worry about some personal information collection and things like that. Oftentimes, when there are comments left on websites, you still need to include an email address. So there is a little bit of implication there. I think that the biggest thing you might be able to do is have access to the parents to email or share those comments, and then maybe you can share them on the videos versus like in a actual thread, if you will. And again, I would look to other brands who are targeting kids to see what they're doing to get inspiration. There might be some really cool interesting ways to, to work around this and to still engage with a crowd of that age. And again, I think a book is in your future, Grandma Goody. If it's not already started, this is something that I think is going to be really, really big for you. And hopefully grow your YouTube channel as well, despite not having the ability to reach more people because of those kinds of things. Ben says, what do you think about ClickFunnels? Russell Brunson and his team over at ClickFunnels, good people. They're out of Idaho, kind of next door to ConvertKit. And I've spoken with Russell before, great guy. He's a little bit more on the internet marketing side for me, but I think he's got a good heart and he's got some crazy energy. And ClickFunnels, I've met the team there as well. They're good. I think that the tool is great. And I think if it works for you, it works. It's great. If not, you don't necessarily need it. But if it can help supplement the things that you're doing, then that's fantastic. Samson says, where did you get that hat? I think I got this on eBay. I got this for a Halloween costume a couple years ago. No, you know where I got it? I got it in 2015 for a keynote that I gave on stage in Vegas where I brought the DeLorean on the stage with me. So I rolled up in an actual life-size DeLorean. It was built out to mimic Back to the Future 2, and I came out wearing this hat, a large oversized jacket, as well as the Nike shoes and a hoverboard. So huge Back to the Future fan here. Let's see, question. What should a content created first focus on when creating a service? I would just answer questions, right? If you look up Marcus Sheridan, the sales line, he had a pool-based, service-based business, so to help people build their pools. And his content strategy, let's just answer everybody's questions up front, because guess what? These people are typing in questions into Google to find you, right? To find you. And then finally, Jason Brown, favorite architect, Frank Lloyd Wright. I had some projects and some really deep research done on a lot of Frank Lloyd Wright stuff. Frank Gehry is also a favorite of mine. Obviously, two very opposite architects, but two different styles, but big names in the space for sure. Cool. Was your keynote last night? Says Mai. Yes, I had a keynote not last night, but about 20 hours ago, and it went really, really well. I'm also just coming off of a pre-recorded keynote for Vid Summit. In fact, it still may be going on right now. I think it just finished, but for Vid Summit, which is unfortunately not in person this year, but one of my favorite conferences of all time, especially for people who are into YouTube. So definitely check out vidsummit.com to learn more about that conference and all the great things there. So excellent. Let's spin the wheel, y'all. It's weird how that middle part doesn't spin. It's almost like those hubcaps. Have you seen those floating hubcaps on? This was really popular back in the 90s and early 2000s. Those hubcaps that sort of like floated, and you'd see them on like trucks and some like racer vehicles and stuff. Anyway, super weird that I'm talking about that right now. But we did end up on gratitude, which is okay. We've already done that. So we're going to go to giveaway. We're going to offer 3 random people a spot on the wheel of names right now. And I'm just going to pick some names at random here from the chat. Absolutely not. Arthur Reynolds. Let's pick a couple more. Scrolling up. We got, what's up, Mai? Good to see you here. And then finally, we got John Murphy. Stuff we all get. Crying emoji. This is John Murphy. Cool. So we're giving away 2 prizes today. 2, and you don't even know what they are really. It's swag that's coming in our Pat Flynn / The Income Stream online store for swag, and you'll be the first 2 to be on that pre-order list, and you'll get these whatever it is. I can't tell you yet, but you'll be on the list. Jess and I will add you there and make sure you get those sent to you. So well done, and let's spin the wheel again. Big money, big money, big money, big money. Los Moranos, welcome to the live. Thanks for being here. We got, what do we got? We got questions again. Okay, so there were more questions that I think came in, and we're just going to follow the wheel because that's what we do. We always listen to the wheel, or else the wheel will definitely hurt us. So I'm going to scroll up and down. Let's see. Question from Jeffrey. Do you wear plain or designer mask when you go out? My kids like their dinosaur mask. So I have a plain black mask, but it's from Jeff Sheldon over at, what's his brand? Jeff Sheldon was on the Smart Passive Income podcast, and if you look up Jeff Sheldon, he has a brand where he creates a lot of really cool t-shirt designs, as well as some Kickstarter campaigns for some organizational tools. Monk, Up Monk? Gosh, Jeff, I'm so sorry. Ugg Monk, that's what it is. Ugg Monk. UGMONK. Ugg Monk, and he has a mask that he sent to me just as a thank you, and my family and I, we use those because they're really good, they're really comfortable, they're to code or whatever you might call it, and those are great. Let's see, other questions that might be coming in. You ever thought about putting your Twitch streams on YouTube? I have thought about this, but I don't want to put them just on this particular YouTube channel. I think if I were to do that, and I in fact did a little bit of research on this, Harris Heller recommends that if you want to grow your Twitch channel, the best way to do that is to have your Twitch videos or clips of some of your Twitch stuff on YouTube. And this is highly recommended. I just haven't had the time to do it. It's not really a huge priority for me. I have to say no to certain things so that I can say yes and reconfirm that yes to certain things that I have said yes to. So it's not a huge priority, but it is something that I would recommend doing if you are indeed trying to grow your Twitch channel faster, is to take some of those clips from Twitch, pop them onto YouTube on a very specific channel to then promote that Twitch channel so that people can catch you live. I just haven't done that, and don't have the space to create and manage a new YouTube channel in that way. But it would be really fun for sure to do that. Question from Discover Ignite. Do you think copywriting would be beneficial to learn more about? 100,000%. Copywriting is an amazing skill. I would put it right up there with storytelling as far as skills that would help you in your business and in your life. I think that if you can work on copywriting using words and knowing which words can have people respond to and trigger people and in a positive way, using it for good, obviously. Copywriting is so powerful. It can be used for good and it can be used for bad. So with great power comes great responsibility. Copywriting, absolutely key, and I would definitely recommend learning more about it. If you do want to learn more about it, I'd recommend either checking out Ray Edwards from rayedwards.com. He's been a person who's shown up in the chat here every once in a while, rayedwards.com, and also the 17-Word Sales Letter. That is a book that is absolutely life-changing in terms of copywriting. The 17-Word Sales Letter. Manos says, thanks for the thumb down. I appreciate the help with the algorithm anyway. Hope you have a better day. Manos says, any new geocaching adventures? We haven't gone outside much recently. We haven't found any geocaches. The last one we found was a week and a half ago. Oh, and this is a really cool story. It was on an electrical box, and we knew we were in the right place. Our app, our geolocation app, our geocaching app said we were within 5 meters of this thing, and we couldn't find it for the life of us. But we saw a clue. It said electrical box, and we were like looking around the electrical box. We couldn't see anything. And then I see this little part coming out of the electrical box that looks like it sort of encases wires and whatnot, and I pull it off, and it's just a container that's made to look like part of the electrical box that was magnetized and stuck on the side. And I open it, you unscrew the top, and there's a little note in there with a bunch of names of people who found it before and some little treasures. And we popped in something that we brought with us and left it there for the next person who's going to find it. If you don't know what this is, it's called geocaching, C-A-C-H-I-N-G. It's a super fun activity to do, whether you're on your own or especially with kids. It's essentially like treasure hunting, and there's probably millions of geocaches spread across and hidden all around the world, and you just need your app to go and find them and hone in on those locations. It can be really, really addicting. It's super fun. So anyway, thank you so much for that, and let's spin the wheel again. Thanks for the thumbs ups, everybody. We got brand standing. Yay, we got brand standing. For those of you who don't know about this game, this is a game that we love to play here on the chat. It's called brand standing. Yes, it says BS, but it stands for brand standing. And this game is comprised of demographic cards and industry cards. So for example, a demographic card might be Vikings, and industry card might be a detective agency. So we need to come up with a brand name, a detective agency for Vikings. So let's actually start with that. What would you name your business if you had a detective agency for Vikings? That's kind of interesting, right? Because detectives are normally sort of more secretive. They're probably a little bit more sort of under the radar. And then Vikings are like loud. They're intimidating. I could see a detective agency run by Vikings using a lot of force, right? And any standout brand names that I find, I might call out a bunch of them, but any standout ones that I, think are really good or really interesting or just maybe at random even, I'm going to add to the list of names here on the wheel of names. So we're in the middle of it now. Brand standing, a detective agency for Vikings. We got Valhalla PI. Valhalla. So what's the Valhalla connection to Vikings? I'm curious. Odinquisition. That's a mouthful. Skull Services. Sven's Sleuths. Grandma Goody, I like that. Sven's Sleuths. Let's add Grandma Goody on here. Grandma Goody. Sven's Sleuths. Sleuth. That's also hard to say. Yes, to say. We got Vlad's Svenvestins. Michael, dude, you're on fire here. I see your name come up all the time here. Vlad's Svenvestigations. If I had a detective agency, it would be called Flynnvestigations. We got Michael here. Erickson Private Eye. We got, and again, a Detective Agency 4. Can you all see that? It's a little bit bright. Detective Agency 4 Vikings. There we go. Is it gonna? Oh no, I turned it off. Let me see if I can. Boom. There we go. A Detective Agency for Vikings. So what would you call a Detective Agency for Vikings? Brawler Inquisitions, Horn Sleuths, family friendly, Michael. Don't forget. Just kidding. Let's see. Valhalla Inspections. It's their head. All right, that's my favorite one so far. Consult a blind guy. Very nice. Get it? Tracks, because they're tracking people, right? High five. That was good. That was good. I like the alliteration on that one too. Phone, and plus we need to get some more names on here. Phone savers. So we got 7 entries so far on the Wheel of Names. Let's keep going here. This is cool. Let's see. Investigation. Let's see. Buffering. That's not a good name. Loki's Tricks. Saunas. Detectives. They do some work. And that's of value to people. All right. I think the system is using a lot of things. Let me go in here and just get rid of some stuff that maybe... Okay, well, I'm not using any other resources. Well, hey, just stick with me if you can. I'm going to do my best, and we'll keep going here. No, the stream is buffering. All right, well, we're going to play another round. Let's do... Whoa. Here we go. Next one up. A YouTube channel for vampires. A YouTube channel for vampires. And again, of course, as you can see, I wrote that one myself. But what would you call a YouTube? Look at that blur on the background. This lens is just crushing right now. A YouTube channel for vampires. This YouTube channel sucks. That's what I would call it. Show that sucks, says Dave. Yeah, I'm going to put Dave on there because you and I were on the same wavelength there. Dave Belknap. Added you on the list. Bloody Views. Shows that suck. Bloody Views. Tooth to Blood Pressure. Mr. Beast. Is he a vampire? Although, okay, I see what you're doing there. Because, you know, vampires are kind of like beasts. Save. Like a bear. I like that. I like the reference to an existing YouTuber there. Let's see, Bloody Views. Channel. The channel counts. Blood in the Dark. That's like a... That would... If I was a vampire... or going through puberty... if I was a vampire and I saw that one, I'd be like, yo, this is like right up my alley. Blood in the Dark. Cool. I'm going to add that on here too. Dr. Severine Bryan. Searching for Blood. Bite of Time. Vlad's Vision. Adding garlic is bad on here. I want to do John Murphy. Nice, John. I like Bat Visions. The Bat channel. A lot of Bat stuff. Coffins. I was looking for some coffin ones. Stories. Uncovering stories from simultaneously here, and I do hear the fan on my computer, so I think it is on my side, so I apologize about that. Stick with me, please. Let's see, The Dark Sides, Tube of Blood. Jeffrey, that's good. I like that too. Oh wait, Jeffrey... Who said Coffin Stories? Because I totally wrote Coffin Stories here on the Wheel of Names. And that's not what I meant. Who was that? That was... Who was that? Coffin Stories. Ken X. Gotcha. Thank you. And then finally, let's add Francis in there. Francis, Lots at Stake. I like that too. Lots at Stake. Team Edward. Nah. Team, who's the other guy? I know I'm not Team Edward, though. That's for sure. Francis Taylor. All right, we got 15 entries already, y'all. And we're giving away, for those of you who are coming in late, we're giving away 2. You'll be the first 2 people to receive the brand new Pat Flynn / The Income Stream swag that will be coming out in our little store that will be coming out in likely early 2021, if not maybe just right before. But we're going to do some very limited runs of certain things, and you'll be the first two to get access to that. Jacob, that's right, Team Jacob. Jeffrey, you were very quick to answer that, so I'm a little scared. No, I'm just kidding. But you're right. Team Jacob, wolves all the way, right? Werewolves all the way. Okay, let's spin the wheel again. That was fun. Oh, I did write coffin stories. Bruh. Who wrote coffin stories? I keep doing this. Sorry about that. Coffin stories should be... I can't remember who that was. I apologize. What did we land on? Giveaway. Hey, how perfect is that? Let's choose 3 more names here. Happy Meal Blog TV. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. And just for that, I'm going to add your name on here. You can't buy your way on here usually, but that just caught my attention, and I appreciate you for that. Happy Meal Blog TV. Okay, Ken X said that? Okay, I got Ken X on there. Thanks, everybody. We're going to add a couple more names here. And then 16 entries, and 1, 2, 3, and I should be good now. I didn't add answers in here like I did before. Okay, cool. Excellent. Adil says, Pat rocks. No, you rock. I appreciate you. And again, I'm sorry for the buffering today. My computer is definitely working overtime right now. I could feel it. Plus, this I found out that this website here actually does take up a lot of resources for some reason. I think the constant spinning. I wonder if I like minimize it a little bit, what that'll do. Anyway, we'll see what happens. But anyway, I appreciate y'all. Let's go. And is it possible to buy the Serve First t-shirts? Currently not right now. I'm curious, because it's buffering so much, what would happen if I just literally restarted the computer and came back on? And it's risky. It's a risky thing to do, because the entire stream could end early, and then I'd have to like come back on Instagram, and the wheel will save. But if we do it like it's supposed to, and Ecamm does its job, it'll allow me to pick up where I left off, and it should be much better. What do you think, chat? Don't leave us, says Cooking with Kibby. Interesting, not buffering at this moment. Of course, the moment I say this, it's like, no, don't do that. We need to create Pat his own Wheel of Names clone. Don't worry about the buffering. Okay, cool. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yo, we got a super chat from Grandma Goody. Thank you so much for that. Seems more stable now. Maybe because wow. Giveaway again? Epic. All right, let's scroll up and down this thing here. We got Schlager. Now I got to open the Wheel of Names again. So, Jillian Schlager. We got, I'm scrolling down. We got Adil Constantine. And then when I tell my friends, they have no idea who you are. Hey, well, guess what? You just added your name on the list. The Self-Improvement Addicts. And I appreciate you for sharing me with your friends, by the way. But it's not required, but I always appreciate that. That's worth more to me than a sale often, the sharing. So thank you so much for that. And yes, Ken, you are on there for sure. Cool. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away. Love the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. A little bit of love for that. Yo, brand standing again. I am not complaining at all. So now we're going to do another brand standing game. So let's pick... All right, let's pick something good here. I've done a lot of these already. I want to pick something new that we haven't done before. Let's see. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's do a martial arts dojo for work-at-home parents. A martial arts dojo for... Why are we talking about my underwear, DJ? Did you just see my underwear? Did I do this or something? What's going on? I have no idea. Anyway, a martial arts dojo for work-at-home parents. Yes, I wrote that last one. A martial arts dojo for work-at-home parents. This could get interesting. A dojo is like a studio where one goes to learn karate, right? So virtual kicks, kicking it. This one is tough for sure. This one is tough. Let's see. Baby wranglers, virtual Cobra Kai. So a little bit of a Karate Kid situation going there. Cut the stress, Francis. My favorite one so far. Cut the stress. Have BS creators reached out to you? They have indeed. They're going to be running a Kickstarter campaign for a next round at some point. I don't know what the timeline is, but they did reach out. Francis Taylor, cut the stress. I like that. High kicks at home. Wasn't there... I'm remembering a movie when I was a kid. It was like... I think it was called like The Three Ninjas or Little Ninjas. It was like just three kids who were ninjas. My all-time favorite movie, or one of my all-time favorite movies, definitely not my all-time. Obviously, you know my all-time favorite movie. But one of my favorite movies when I was a kid, because I was a black belt, was No Retreat, No Surrender. Such a good movie. And The Kickboxer and Bloodsport, like all these things. No Retreat, No Surrender was a great one because I could relate to that kid. Let's see. Home Roundhouse, kicking the homework. That's a good one. Day Karate, Tool Belt Taekwondo. Michael, that's great. Dad Flight Museum, House Choppers, says Dave. We got Garage Band. LOL, I like... Okay, Dustin, you're on the list. Let's minimize that. I think minimizing the thing helps for sure. Because I think if it's sharing... Oh, wait, actually, I see myself sort of a little bit choppy. Tie the children up. Gail, that's crazy. I like that. I'm gonna not condone that. I don't recommend tying children up. Literally, I think maybe figuratively that could make sense, but we're gonna add you to the list. Nice one, Gail. Gail, not. I like it. I like it. All right, dojo home, mommy ninja. All mommies are ninjas, to be honest. JoJo's home dojo. JoJo's home dojo. There was it Mojo Jojo? Is that Powerpuff Girls? Mojo Jojo. That's Powerpuff Girls, right? There was like a monkey that was the bad guy, the baddie in Powerpuff Girls. I think they were named Mojo Jojo. Wow, I don't know where I got that from. Sorry, just channeling every parent call I have had of late. Karate Kids, White Belt Clicks. I'm an expert at this. This is good. Awesome. Powerpuff. Yes, Mojo Jojo. Juicebox Dojo. These are great. All right. Fantastic. 3 games already down. Looking forward to the next. But for right now, actually, here's what we can do. Hold on one moment. Maybe this will help. Okay. Okay. Black belt homeschooling. I like that. Journey with Long. I'm going to put you on the list. Cool. We have currently 22 entries. We're giving away 2 prizes. You don't know what these prizes are, but they're going to be our first round of swag for the income stream coming late 2020 or early 2021. You'll be first in line, 2 of you, to receive them before anybody else, and super stoked on that. So let's spin the wheel. What are we gonna win? Who knows? We'll see. Gratitude. All right, we already did gratitude, but I kind of want to play some either.io because these always are super fun. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open a new window, and I'm gonna go to either.io. You have to give me a minute here because I don't want to have some non-family friendly stuff happening. But either.io is cool because it offers 2 choices, and you get to choose Team Blue or Team Red, depending on what the situation is. And then we can talk it out. And I love this because it's kind of fun. This is an interesting one. Would you rather be painted by Van Gogh or be painted by Da Vinci? That's an interesting one. Da Vinci, obviously, we could have that picture of you like this, right? That'd be kind of interesting. A little bit more scientific, a little bit more precise and realist. Van Gogh maybe on the opposite end. I'm just a big fan of Da Vinci though. His biography by Walter Isaacson was indeed quite life changing, and to see what he had to go through to get to where he was at. I like Da Vinci. Plus, I like the Da Vinci Code and all the things. This man was smart. So I'm gonna go team red. A lot of blues though. Look at that. A lot of Vincent Van Gogh fans here, which is pretty cool. But I'm gonna go red just because I'm a Da Vinci fan. I saw exhibit of his here in San Diego recently being a couple years ago. But I'm gonna go team red. 1.5 million views or votes on this. So let's see where we end up. I'm gonna go team red. 71%. Very interesting. A lot on the Da Vinci side. Maybe just because it's a more popular name that people can sort of resonate with. And this, of course, people here on the either.io or either, you could say it either way. But typically a little bit younger crowd. So maybe they've heard of Da Vinci through the movie or something like that. But anyway, a lot of blues here in the audience though, which is really interesting. Let me go here again and find a family-friendly one that we could do. Let's see. Oh, okay, this is a good one. Would you rather be an Olympic tennis player or an Olympic table tennis player? Okay, so let's talk about this a little bit. Tennis, definitely a lot more prestigious, definitely a lot more money involved. Table tennis, super fun. And its own little underground cult-like following, right? Most likely. So would you rather be an Olympic table tennis player, or would you rather be an Olympic tennis player? Obviously, same sort of style of game. I think tennis would be harder. I mean, I don't know. I'm better at table tennis for sure. Tennis is one of my weakest sports, and I'm fairly athletic. I either hit the net or I'm always over the line in the back, and I just can't get the spin down. So I'm gonna have to say table tennis for me, just because I feel like that would be more fun and it would be easier for me. But you get a lot more exercise, and you're definitely more fit as an Olympic tennis player. Like an Olympic tennis player's body, if you care about body image, it's like, wow, yum. Table tennis, maybe not so much. Not that body image is like the most important thing, but I'm just thinking of like health and fitness and stuff. Anyway, I'm going to go red just because I think that'd be more fun. It would probably be less stressful. And although I'm not going to make as much money being a gold medal tennis table player, I could just at least live a great life in that world and have some fun. Plus, dude, you can play table tennis with your kids. You could play table tennis with your friends and own them every single time. At a party, at a bar, whatever. If you just sort of like, hey, I'm a tennis player, it's like, okay, we'll prove it. Well, we don't have a court. So we're going deep on this analysis right now. But I'm going to go red. Wow. Okay. A lot of blues in the house. Table tennis requires more hand-eye coordination. I'm too uncoordinated. Table tennis players at that level are in dang good shape. This is true. You are right. Because they, give themselves the edge. So yeah, I agree with that, Michael. But yeah, I'm team red on that one. I'm team red. 1.4 million views. That's crazy. Look at this comment from Mimi here. Remember, no matter how good you are at table tennis, you will never be better than the wall. This is true. All right, that was a good one. Let's do a couple more. I'm having fun with a lot of these, and then we'll probably put some more names up on the giveaway list and then go from there. All right, let's see. Looking for a family-friendly one. Ooh, this is interesting. Would you rather, blue, be a genius in a world of unintelligent people, or red, be unintelligent in a world of geniuses? I mean, in both cases, no one else would share your intelligence level. Now, obviously, there's a lot that we could talk about related to this particular situation. Like, if you are a genius in a world of unintelligent people, it therefore means that this world is intelligent. And I don't know if I'd want to live in a world where everybody is just really not intelligent, although we could argue that this is maybe the case in different pockets of the world that we live in right now. But you can be the smart one that can help things come together. You can be the one that everybody relies on. You can be recognized, etc., for positive things, obviously. But then on the red side, you know, I always say I want to be the dumbest person in the room. No matter what level I'm at, I want to be in a room where I can learn and get inspired and motivated from others. So in that sense, I'm leaning a little bit more toward red. But if this is like just the world, like, I don't necessarily know that I want to be the one that's sort of like behind everybody else in that sense. So again, you know, context matters here, of course, but in terms of like how I feel about wanting to learn more, I think that if I'm in a world of unintelligent people, then I may have maximized my learning, and that's just not who I am in my ethos. I want to continue learning, continue striving to get better. I do want to serve people, and obviously we could serve people as geniuses, but I want to be around smart people and learn and get better and continue to learn. So I'm going to choose red. 21%. Wow. Okay. Maybe that just makes me unintelligent. I don't know. But yeah, red, I think in that case, but again, this is a really interesting answer, though. I can't believe it's skewed so far on that side. That's really interesting. Pat, I think I would go blue because I would rather help others, right? That's the other argument about this. And again, thinking about the crowd of people who are often on this website, which are more younger crowds, I don't know if it's because they want to be recognized and they don't want to be dumb, or they want to be better than others, or if it is coming from a place of service. I'm not quite sure, but anything Cameron says, I like your logic. You've converted me to blue. Man, I really love this site. I love how we can just have these rather interesting discussions, somewhat, you know, serious discussions about certain things, and just kind of get to know each other a little bit more in that way. I really like that. You guys want to do a couple more of either.ios? This is really fun. I'm really enjoying it. And the being the only genius will make you crazy. I'm sure Elon is a little bit kind of like, all right, people, come on. Like, why are we trying to take Tesla down just so you can make more money, short sellers? And of course, he's been doing a good job of trolling. Did you hear that Tesla has just released a tequila called Tesla Tequila, or Tesla Tequila, and they sold them for $250 a bottle, and they're sold out. They just went on, and I think within 20 minutes to an hour, they sold out. This stems back to a 2018 April Fool's joke, where Elon had took a picture of him in front of a Tesla with a sign that said "bankrupt" with a W, and went on a series of tweets on April Fool's Day that the company went bankrupt, and there was another picture of him like holding a tequila bottle, like joking that there was going to be a Tesla Tequila, and then this joke kind of took on, and then just now they recently actually launched Tesla Tequila, and it's pretty crazy. But I did get two. I'm not going to crack them open. In fact, out of I don't not drink, but I drink very sparingly. I'll have a beer with a burger one day, or wine with friends and family at a meal, but I'm not like a drinker, and I'm not going to crack them open. They're collector pieces for me. But anyway, those Elon tweets made me LOL so hard. What a troll. He is indeed a troll for sure. He even had short shorts manufactured to get back at the short sellers as a joke, and another collector's item that I did not get. Anyway, let's play a couple more of these. These are really fun. I need to, again, scroll through here and find some family-friendly ones. Ooh, this is a good one. I'm big fans of both of these people. Would you rather, blue, dance like Michael Jackson, or red, sing like Freddie Mercury? This is two people who in their prime, and unfortunately are both not with us any longer, But when they were in their prime, best dancer in the world, best singer in the world, hands down, my opinion. But I'm sure people would agree with this. Oh man, I just had some song stuck in my head the other day. Don't stop till you get enough. Man, Michael Jackson. But Freddie's voice, dude. Freddie's voice is unreal. I mean, Bohemian Rhapsody. Gosh. I think as much as I am a huge Michael Jackson fan, I would rather sing like Freddie. Can you imagine what your podcast would sound like if you had a voice like Freddie Mercury? The Freddie Mercury movie that came out, I actually really enjoyed it. I watched it a couple times, and that actor who played Mr. Robot did a really good job. Anyway, I'm going to go red. I'm going to go red on this one. 41%. Wow. Okay, so, pretty split. Dang, why you got to play me like that, this or that? That was a hard one for sure. But, man, Freddie, can you imagine the podcast, right? I've always wanted to sing, so yeah, Team Red. I'm the same way. I can sing. I've taken singing lessons, but my voice is not great. It's not like an attractive sounding singing voice. Freddie's, you just cry when you hear his voice if you're a fan, for sure. Blue, because you can't easily sing anywhere. But you can dance anywhere. I guess you could sing anywhere. But you can't dance on a podcast. But you can dance on video. Then you get more YouTube views. Anyway. We're just having some fun here. Let's pick another one. Let's make sure these are family friendly though. Would you rather live in a giant shoe or live in a giant peach? I don't know. Okay. This is an interesting one. We'll end with this one here for either.io. If you could choose an age to stay forever, would you rather be 21 or be 10? Now, of course, there's a lot of things related to these answers, right? If you are 10, do your parents get older and you stay 10? The nice thing about 10 is you have hardly any responsibilities. And if you could just continue to play and to have fun, to not have to take care of adult type responsibilities, then man, that's like a dream right there, right? But at the same time, 21, you could still be a kid. I think you can be like I'm a kid. I'm an adult. I happen to be 38, but I'm still a kid. 38 or 37. Dude, I don't even know what age I am anymore. I think I'm 37. I forgot. I turned 38 in December 6th. Anyway, but I still can behave like a kid. Plus, I can drive. Plus, I can get access to things like, dance clubs and, I could rent a car. Although, no, you can't rent a car until I think you're 25. But, yeah, I think blue. I don't mind the adult responsibilities. They're not cool sometimes, and paying the bills and working, but I love the work I do now. I still feel like a kid. I collect Pokemon cards. I play games. I skateboard. I would say blue. Wow. Okay. Yeah, blue. Not legally. Not legally drive. Okay, 81% blue. The Joseph here says 8 years ago. What kind of question is that? Booze. It's not about the booze, y'all. Anyway, that was super fun. Thanks for playing either.io with me, and had a really good time. All right, let's spin the wheel a couple more times. Maybe we'll land on some more stuff to give away, and we'll go from there. That was kind of a weak spin, by the way. Yo, more questions. I don't mind questions. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to answer as many questions as I can for 5 minutes. I'm going to add 3 more names right after that, and then we're going to spin the wheel of names to give away those prizes. Again, the prizes are unseen right now. You will be the first in line for the upcoming swag that's coming out for the Income Stream and the Pat Flynn brand. So whatever they might be, maybe they're shirts, maybe they're hats, maybe they're mugs, whatever the first item is, because we're going to be doing items at a time, not a whole store, but just like one thing that's going to be on pre-order. You're going to win and have the ability to add your name on the list for 2 people here. So let's get some questions going. So what questions might you have? Here to answer them. When are you putting Watch Your Mouth back on the wheel? Scott, I don't know if you've been here for a while, but Watch Your Mouth has been essentially my punishment if I miss the secret word. And every day I have to have a secret word. And if I lollygag and I don't include the secret word, then I'm screwed. And I have to include it after 5 minutes starting the show and before 5 minutes ending the show. So we are 6 minutes in, and I literally just edited it in just in time. And I don't have to do it this week, thankfully. But if I miss it, which I often do, then I have to do it. Now, I could add Watch Your Mouth. And of course, if you have any ideas, anybody here in the chat, for any other games we could play, I don't mind investing in the games if it means we're going to have some fun together. But there are, I'm sure, other games that would be perfect here for the stream. And we could just play some more games too. So happy to do that. But anyway, thank you for that question. Are the 3 helmets behind you 3D printed? This one here I got from Disneyland, and I had to wait 6 months for it. I'm not exactly sure what material. This is that one could be 3D printed. It's a sort of a plastic material. It's probably molded. This one here, this Mandalorian helmet, is in fact 3D printed, but it is very, very well done, painted beautifully, the Mandalorian helmet. And this one here is plastic. It's actually a toy. I could push a button and it lights up and it makes noises and stuff. And it was my Halloween costume for this year, but I think it looks cool up in there. And I have my little string lights underneath to light them up a little bit, and they're really fun. So let's see. Strategies to get out of a slump. Talk it out with other people. That often gets me out of a slump. Take a break and get back into it. And also remembering my why. Why did I choose to go down this route in the first place? Sometimes we forget because we're so in the middle of it or so in the thick of it, and we forget the excitement that we had, which usually comes from the what ifs, the whys, right at the start. So if you are in that messy middle, in what's known as the dip, just remember your why, try to get help from outside, talk it through, maybe even take a break, come back with even more energy. You can go from there. All right. Have you talked with BS creators about its popularity on the stream? They know. They've seen it. They've been here before. So I know that they want to do some stuff. I would love to have like a Pat Flynn version of that, or even be like the brand name or the spokesperson, if you will, behind it. That'd be kind of cool. How far in advance do you block out your schedule? Well, there are, of course, John, sort of recurring things that are always there. And I have it such that, I know that every Tuesday, for example, is my podcast recording day. So I have a 4-hour chunk of time to get either myself on other shows or other people on my shows during that day. And in most cases, we can fit things into that schedule. So that's planned out indefinitely so far as the podcast exists. And then we plan for who to have in there based on our content calendar. And as far as recording ahead of time, we're already recorded all the way through the rest of 2020 for both Ask Pat and Smart Passive Income. We're currently recording episodes right now for episodes that come out in early 2021. As far as, planning and other team meetings, again, those things are often just put on the calendar, at the beginning of the year for the entire year, right? I know that in June of 2021, my team and I are going to be meeting, and we're going to be getting together to talk about our plans for 2022 at that time, and putting things together to align on what goals we had for 2020, where we're at, what we need to say yes to, what we need to say no to, our stop, start, continue exercise. It's one of my favorite things to do with my team. All right, guys, what do we need to stop doing that hasn't worked? Let's get rid of it. What do we need to continue to do that is working? And then what do we need to start doing that we haven't started yet? Cool. What are you and the family doing this weekend? Let's see. Kai has hula practice tomorrow. It's going to be raining here in San Diego, so I need to take down the Halloween decorations that are outside of our house today before that happens, and probably just relaxing. In fact, I have a little bit of work to do. I have a webinar next week, and you might have seen an email from me about this today. I'm hosting a free webinar next week about webinars. So the structure on how to create a perfect webinar, and I'm going to be creating that, finalizing that presentation this weekend as well to make sure it's all valuable for you next week. Woo! Okay. How to make the list of topics for future podcasts, from suggestions or from topics that should be covered, or both, says Lex. Definitely both for sure. ideally, if you can align them both, right? What are people asking about, and what are you interested in? What do you know is something that's important? Start there. That's high priority, right? And then you can go into things that you think you need to share that maybe they don't need to, that they don't know they need to know. Because, and then of course, having a great title, having a great hook, that's all going to reel them in and keep them listening and understand why this is important for them to understand and spend time with you, right? All right. Other than Marty or Doc, which Back to the Future character would you love to play in a film? I would love to play George. I think George, his character arc is really interesting. You know, the super nerd that I can relate with, very afraid of girls. That's who I was in high school too. But then coming out the other end, somebody sort of like punching Biff in the face, having this total turnaround, confidence to push that guy over who was dancing with Lorraine, and then kissing her to bring Marty back to real time in real life. George has a really nice character arc. I like that. Great question, by the way. All right. Let's add 3 more names to the wheel of names, and then we're going to spin the wheel and have some referring them to you. It's up to you, David. A course is not a small undertaking, and you are more than welcome to be an affiliate for the course, so you can actually make some money by referring them to me. I've done all the hard work already. You can just make some money, but you can, of course, make more money doing it on your own, and you already have some potential customers. Maybe you can coach them through the process and just see if that's something you actually want to do long-term, or and have as a resource on your website, or maybe you just want to continue to hand it off. So there you go. Earth Angel, will you be mine? Okay, we're going to add Lex on here for the Earth Angel reference. Love that. Let's add 2 more. Scrolling up, adding to the list. What's my weakness? Man. Sorry, that's a that's a Salt and Pepper reference for some random reason. I don't know where that came from. And then, sorry, I'm overlapping there. 26 entries. We're giving away 2 prizes here. These 2 prizes, again, are mysterious right now because they're not made yet. But we're going to have a store doing pre-orders for some special swag here on the show. And your names will be first on the list, and you won't have to pay anything. We're going to send them to you at no charge for winning. And we'll just take your name, and I'll make sure that we give you those when they come out, late 2020 or early 2021. So let's spin the wheel. Good luck to all the people who are on the list, and good luck. Hope you win. We got, oh, so close. Dave. Wow, that was last minute. Sorry, phone savers, but congratulations, Dave. Dave Belknap. I'm going to remove you from the list now. And I'm going to spin. Look at how laggy that is. I think this website is indeed, helping us lag. Let's spin the wheel one more time. So we got Dave. And we got, John Murphy. Congratulations, John. Well done. And congratulations on winning. So, John and Dave, send an email to pat@patflynn.com and just remind Jess that you won the mystery prize, and I'll make sure Jess adds your name to the list. I'm going to spin one more time. I'm going to spin it one more time. I think John may have been on here twice, so I apologize about that. So because I made a mistake, I'm going to spin it one more time. We'll have a 3rd winner on there. How about that? Here we go. Yo, Lex. Lex the CPA. Congratulations. Somebody had asked, how do I get my name on the list? During this hour, if we either end up on giveaway here on the wheel, or I just see you doing something cool, or you come up with a great answer for one of our games, I add you to the list, and that's how we make it work. So Lex and Dave and John, send an email to pat@patflynn.com, and we'll add your name to the list to receive that swag when it eventually comes out. So congratulations. Appreciate y'all for being here today, and for everybody's participation just in general. Even if you're just a fly on the wall, you didn't even say anything, that's okay. If you could do me one quick favor, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. It helps with the algorithm, helps other people find this later. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, plus that bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any of these fun shows. We are here daily. We're going live again tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 Eastern. And that's going to be a website and YouTube channel review show where you might get your website or YouTube channel reviewed and learn from others as well. 9 a.m. Pacific. That's what we want to happen. So thanks again. And as always, Team Flynn for the win. Have an amazing weekend, yo.
This is the income stream to help you achieve your dream, all while we keep it clean. This is the income stream. It's the kind of show where you can come and go, but then you leave inspired with no fee required. The income stream with Pat Flynn.
Thanks, y'all. Appreciate you for the thumbs down. Hope you have a better day. Thank you. Anyway, and great stuff. Keep up the good work, and we will see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. Website reviews, YouTube channel reviews. Let's have some fun. Cheers.
Bruh.
Peace out.